All right, we'll start with a question. Who is the best Oklahoma State running back of the last 3 years? Big F.
The best what?
The best Oklahoma State running back of the last 3 years.
It'd have to be Chuba Hubbard.
No, I don't know. It's Hubbard.
Hubbard?
Yeah, it's just Hubbard.
Hubbard. What do you think, Smitty?
It's definitely Hubbard.
Any shots on the first name at all?
Well, I mean, if it's necessary, I guess.
Hold
on, let me
tell you.
Chuba.
When you knew,
Chuba?
the Hubbard thing, yeah, sure. Like no one ever says Hubbard.
Right.
But when I knew, even though there's so many other things when I knew, but when I knew is when she laughed at the first name, because it is a funny first name for the first time you see it.
Right.
And the first time you see it, it's like, oh, Chuba Hubbard, that's funny.
Yeah.
But and she laughed, so
Yeah.
I mean that's when I knew.
Also, waiting 28 seconds out of a 30-second answer to pull out the 1953 through 59 Secretary of State.
You don't know Joseph Dulles?
I couldn't name one Secretary of State.
No.
Not one.
No.
Jim Baker.
Hillary.
Mm-hmm. Who was who was George W.'s? Fucking not Cheney. He was a vice president. Hold on. Fuck. It was. I had it, and I lost it.
Come on.
White guy.
White guy, yep.
Well, I mean, Condoleezza Rice. Not really.
The Browns coach?
Sure, Milsh.
She was going for the Browns coach.
She's a candidate.
Christ.
Yeah, she was.
All right, who's fucking Secretary of State for George W.?
Condoleezza.
No, there's another one. There's another one.
Jim Baker was
Reagan. He was Reagan. No, he was Reagan. I don't know. Fuck, I'm
General Colin Powell.
Colin Powell.
Colin
Thank
Powell.
you very much. Yes.
Well, I thought he was just defense, but I mean,
I think he
we're
was defense, and then he was.
we're throwing a
No, he
bunch
was Secretary
out
of
there.
State.
Yeah.
Is that out?
Yep.
Can we
There's a
watch
statement.
that real quick?
What are we watching?
White Sox Dave statement.
Oh, there's a statement.
Oh, we have a statement from the.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
This is like from
We're at
Oz.
North Park, Evanston, Northwestern University. We're filming a baseball video. I'm going to do the spider tag, spin right, all that stuff. It's come to my attention that Trista Crick may or may not have cheated in the dozen. As the ADT APA head, I will be reviewing the entire allegations with our forensics team and coming out with the punishment
What
or
the
lack
fuck is this?
thereof
This is the worst
sooner
video
than later. We are also going to be doing a poll with the other members of the player union to make sure that it's not a one-man show. Basically, this is a democracy. It's not a what's the word I'm looking for?
Can you imagine wanting to
Dictatorship.
watch?
Oh my
Not a
God.
monarchy. So we'll see.
What?
Trista doesn't look good so far.
He can't be involved in this.
Not a monarchy. So Jeff D. Lowe asked.
He was cheating to find words.
Jeff D. Lowe asked for that video last night, something quick, something spicy, so he could put it up. Dave's response was, "Oh, let me go to Northwestern, spice it up."
Nothing spices something up like a TV screen at Northwestern.
Didn't even say
There was no,
Northwestern.
other than the hat he was wearing, nothing said Northwestern.
It doesn't even say that. It's a purple White Sox hat.
He's got a Northwestern.
That's true, yeah.
He has a shirt on.
He's
That
wearing the
was
shirt,
it.
yeah.
That was insane.
He can't even speak sentences. Why are we letting him talk for us?
Hey, this is democracy, not a monarchy.
What the fuck was that? That's worse than the actual cheating allegation. All right.
wasn't good.
We're not going to talk about this the whole show at all. We might talk about 2 minutes. Smitty, you were involved. The dozen great show on Barstool. Jeff DeLoe works very very hard to put it out, and
Some would say it's your show.
it is my show. Thank you for saying that. What do you think about what happened last night?
Look, myself as captain of the Uptown Balls, Smitty Smokes Balls, we just come to compete, and we play the game fair, right, with integrity and honor like the dozen should be played. If people want to accuse Trista or anybody else of cheating, that's up to them, but I will let it out to the jury of her peers if she was actually cheating or not.
I hate this place so much. I hate you people. I hate 2 hours ago, the dozen goes live, and there's 30 guys over there watching laptops. There's 30 guys saying she cheated and all this, and then she shows up, cameras show up. Well, I actually don't want to say. I don't really want to. I just compete. You were watching. You were.
I was watching, and she said that I accused her. I said I didn't accuse her, and then I asked if she can name 3 Secretary of States pre-1990 in 5 seconds, and she couldn't name one. Then Tommy asked if she can name 2 of the Heisman finalists last year. She can name none. So, I mean, we're not accusing. We're just asking questions, going over the facts.
I want to add something. Text message with Smitty, 8:53 p.m. last night.
10 minutes. We're not going through receipts here, are we? This is opening up a Pandora's box.
That's a lot. Oh, you've got it open. No,
you
got
just
it
said-
open.
Just
It's
quote
too late, it's
truly from Smitty. Truly an unfathomable scene was the text. That's all it said.
Was it not?
It was.
Okay.
And you didn't say any more than that. But you said truly an unfathomable scene.
All right, let's get that phone number up there. 646 something. So 646-291-2437 if you want to call and get on
Nailed
the
it.
show. Za, if you want to make sure the phone lines are working, some people are saying they're not working, so we'll get to that in a minute.
You see the disaster I did this morning? I had to deal with?
The escalator?
Yeah, oh
my
God.
How long? How many stairs
Something
was
got
that?
caught.
It was so many stairs.
Where was that? From the path?
From the path going to World Trade Center. It was one of the worst days of my
Like
life.
how many flights of steps are we talking?
Why do you get off at the World Trade
You
Center?
accidentally went to the World Trade Center, didn't
Why do you get off the World Trade Center?
No, it's faster. It's faster.
No.
How?
Yeah.
There's a path a block away from
Yeah,
here.
but it takes
No,
longer.
it's faster.
It's faster.
So you
when
get
you-
off
From where they live,
it's
it's
faster.
faster.
So you
Yeah.
Okay.
Jersey
Jersey
off
City.
there-
Jersey City. That's right.
It
Jersey
makes
City
no
Center's
sense.
faster.
I understand.
So you get off there and then jump on the subway?
Subway where it lets you off
Right
right,
here.
on 28th.
Okay, all right.
But you have to pay twice, so it usually don't go. But that's like when you're then a little late, you got to go to that one. But those stairs was one of the worst. Like I almost went home.
They look never ending.
I almost went home.
It is like you just walk
You
upstairs
know what's
for the
funny
rest
though?
of your life.
You can't really tell if it's going up or down.
Oh my God, you can't. You can't tell if that's going up or down.
Yeah, you have
If
no
I told you
idea.
that was going down, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
In theory, it's doing both, isn't it?
That is
Well, you don't know
that is
about-
very
no,
oddly
not
developed.
from this perspective.
Was
it's
I going up or down this picture?
You're going up.
Yeah.
You're going up.
But
Yeah,
you
only
could
'cause we
also
know
be
you're
like
going
you're
up, yeah.
going down.
Yeah. I hate.
Yeah.
I hate how you mentioned that.
It's y'all ever see on
hated
Twitter
that.
or that fucking plate thing of those plastic plates that says one of these is upside down and the rest are up right side up, but once you see the upside down one, they all look upside down.
I've actually never seen.
Can we get that one,
haven't
TJ?
seen
Maybe
it,
if
no.
you know what I'm talking about, that one will fuck you up too because you'll
Yeah,
see.
I'm gonna Google plate upside down, but one's not upside down.
I feel like you could find that. I didn't make this up. This is an actual thing.
Yeah,
And nobody,
Google that.
Mintz, you want to participate?
I'll laugh at it.
I know what you're talking about.
Well,
but
thank
I
you
can never
for-
see it. I was one of those kids that couldn't get the 3D Magic poster.
I couldn't either.
Yeah.
I couldn't
It's just
either.
way too unfocused. Much. You seem like a gem at
Oh, he's still
I
looking for
am good at
Waldo.
that. I am good at that.
Are you the magic eye?
I mean, I was staring at the moon yesterday for mad long.
Exactly.
There you go.
Those are upside down. They're all. I mean, those are upside down.
All of them are turned over, except there are a few that are not. And once you see those, they'll all
Well, the
be
one on
right
the-
side up.
No.
No, once it's right. It's right.
I'm
What ab-
staring at this really
What about
hard.
the best picture is when it's a bunch of things that you can't name what one thing is. You ever seen that one?
What are you talking about?
Like it's a picture of a
Yeah.
bunch of objects, but
Yeah.
you cannot actually pick out what one object even is.
No, I don't know that I'm aware of that one.
TJ,
TJ, Google
you know what that one is.
Google picture with a lot of things.
He knows. He knows.
Oh, he knows that one. He didn't know the plates one.
Yeah, the plate one is.
All right, so they're working on fixing the calls.
Name one object there.
What? What's going on here?
Look, it looks like yak's heads.
You just can't
Seance.
name.
It looks like a memoriam for someone that died.
You just can't name one thing in there.
Is that? I don't know what's going on there. No, I mean that's just a bunch of weird, fucked up things.
It almost looks like a shrine, but then I'm also seeing like dead animals.
Yeah, this looks like a dog who's sleeping very heavily. Whatever, we got a lot
Didn't
of
see
shit.
us getting into this today.
A lot of shit to talk about. The Olympics, you got some baseball last night. Javi Baez rowing the boat on somebody.
That was something.
Let's talk about that.
You got. We can start with that. Well, you got Texas, Oklahoma. Yeah, we'll talk about that some more. We'll take some calls. We'll talk Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he's showing up to camp looking like he's a hippie or something with the hair pulled back. I don't know. We got a lot of shit and trivia. I'm sure Smitty will passive aggressively drop in allegations of cheating throughout the show and then deny dropping those allegations. Yes.
We'll see. We'll see how the show goes.
Okay, baseball. So a lot of actually exciting endings last night. A lot of good baseball, a lot of fun stuff. But the one that blew up Twitter the most was Javi Baez walking off the Reds to win 6-5, fly ball to deep center, scores somebody, and then just stares down Amir Garrett and does the rowing the boat motion. And now, is that going to lead to some beef? Or are we going to have some problems?
Yes, you're gonna have problems. One, but everyone on Twitter is the worst. Where just enjoy something. Because then they're like, oh, the Cubs are 9 games back. Oh, why'd he walk? It's like, dude, this is why baseball's the best, when there is that beef, and he just fucking, and like, oh, he pimped a single or whatever they're saying. Like, he didn't go over the fence.
No, he pimped a walk-off.
It would have been cooler if it went over the fence, but it doesn't matter. He did something fucking awesome. When he was rowing the boat, which is not sweeping, everybody. Everyone thinks he was sweeping. It was the first game in the series. But it was fucking awesome. He walked to first. The guy had to push him to go to first. That's why baseball is fun. And then everyone's going to like complain about it. And he's going to get hit next game. He has to get hit.
sure.
I don't know. I don't think he will. I don't think he will, to be honest with you. I think you kind of have to, but I don't think he will. But ever since people started accepting, who was the first bat flip? Joey Bats going up?
Like
that was like
one.
acceptable.
No, that's the first one. Yeah.
The floodgates open. Like, it's going to get better, or worse and worse, however you like to perceive it.
Yeah.
I think it's better to a point, as long as it's not going to affect my team and they're like hustling to first base or some shit like that. I'm fine with it.
Baseball just needs to be more accepting of showmanship, just in general.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
think they are.
That being said,
I think that I'm saying they need it's gotten better, obviously, but I think there still is some
there's
old
showmanship.
man get off my lawn push.
Oh,
But
of course.
hold on, there's showmanship, and then there's giving up there's hitting a walk-off against somebody, stopping, not running, and staring them down and rowing a boat.
That's awesome.
And my question is, and I look back to see the replay, it was bases loaded, 1 out.
Right.
What happens if they got the ball in and the first runner at first didn't touch second? That's a double play.
Yeah.
If he stopped going halfway to first base.
I think the center fielder, he had to give up, right? Like, I didn't even see
he
what
did. He
happened.
gave
He kind of just
But so back to what you said about Jose Bautista, that was a walk-off home run in the playoffs.
No,
Exactly.
it wasn't. It wasn't a walk-off.
not a walk off.
Not walk-off.
It was
go
a
ahead.
big time.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Huge
whatever.
home run.
Huge home
Huge.
run. And he pimped it. I'm okay with that, obviously. But then, like, you also have to be okay with, like, bad person right now to reference, but like when Trevor Bauer does stupid shit, and like when pitchers out there do.
But you hate when he does this stupid shit.
I hate when he does it, but you have to respect it.
You're okay with the idea of it.
If you're gonna
I don't know. When he threw the ball over the center field fence.
Fucking amazing.
That was pretty funny.
Amazing. But like I think what happened yesterday, that wasn't a bat flip. That wasn't like that is like I am doing this to embarrass you.
It's almost like there's going to be touchdown dances down the first baseline, specifically on home runs.
Exactly. Like that was like I'm want everyone to look at Amir Garrett and like I just clowned you
Yeah.
and I'm doing this to you. Like
Everyone.
bat flips, it's like I just fucking did it. I'm gonna do it and run.
Right.
He did everything he could to embarrass him. That's why I think he has to get hit. But I actually kind of agree with you. He probably won't.
I think he will. I don't know.
I think he will. He's at least getting some high inside.
If you're the
cheese for
first,
sure.
if you're the pitcher for the Reds today,
Yeah.
if they're playing, I think you have to hit him for your guy.
But the punishments don't fit like the crime anymore in that
I know.
aspect. Like if Amir Garrett does that, he's getting suspended a couple games.
But it's still just like that's why Amir Garrett can't do it. Like the starting pitcher has to do it today, and I think that's just showing your team like I got your back. Even
But that's
though he's
old
done
school
first.
mentality, though.
I still think that
which I
helps,
love,
like,
but
I think that helps your team like morale though. It's like we're still sticking up for our guys.
Are we gonna get like pitchers like starting to do strikeout dances on people in key spots or
I
something?
mean, they
I
kind
think
of
that's
are.
already happening. Maybe not dances.
Stroman does it.
Yeah.
Dude,
a bunch of people
if
do
fucking
it.
umpires
Well,
are
Garrett
doing
does
it
too.
in Little League, I mean, this is going to be a clown show
Yeah.
on all levels soon.
I
Which
wish-
again brings the kids to the game.
I wish
Exactly.
Rico were
People
here to
click.
talk about umpires in Little League.
Enrico, I guarantee, probably hated
hated it.
Javi Baez last night.
Yeah.
Like, stop hot dogging.
Act like you've been there before.
He's a hot dog. I'm sure I'll get a text in fucking 2 seconds.
But here's the thing about it, like in sports, like I'm interested in the Cubs-Reds game tonight, right? In sports, beef sells. What was the hockey game this year? It was the Rangers and somebody where it was a game after somebody really got hurt.
Rangers
Tom
and
Wilson,
Capitals.
Capitals.
And then we all, I mean, it was just happening and everybody wanted to see it.
The best.
Yeah, so beef sells, and these are two teams. I know the Cubs are pretty much out, right? The Reds are out as
Yeah.
well,
It's
outish.
a little interdivision game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just.
The Reds are still cooking
still-
a little
still
bit.
I mean, why
alive,
do you
yeah.
think the Red Sox Yankees have always been one of the best rivalries?
Oh, 'cause they're both filled with douchebags
and they
assholes.
fight.
Yeah, and they fight.
You know, I haven't fought in a while though.
What was
Need
it?
Tyler
Tyler
Austin.
Austin was the
He
last
charged
one.
the mound.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't-
Listen, if you charge the mound, that's instant pinstripes.
Yeah.
Really?
Against the Red Sox, for sure.
If it's okay, if you charge
Immediately.
like if you charge the mound against the Mariners pinstripes, you charge against the Red Sox double pinstripes.
No, just normal pinstripes.
Pinstripes?
Got to
Okay.
be against the Red Sox, yeah.
Got to be. So if
Preferably in Fenway, I'd say,
you
actually,
if
too.
you charge the mound against the Mariners, you're a troublemaker.
No, honestly, I'll take any guy charging the mound.
Okay.
I think we need more mound charging.
We haven't had a whole lot of mound charging in recent
Remember
years.
Bryce Harper charged the mound?
Yeah, against Hunter Strickland.
And he threw his helmet at the
That's what I was
guy?
going to say. If you're going to charge him out, no more throwing. Got to go just straight
But
punch.
Just straight tackle punch, yeah. One or
But
the other.
you say you need more charge of the mounds, but like then you gotta kind of open the floodgates for everything. There's got to be an allowance to throw high and inside, which there isn't. There got to be the most exciting play in the history of sports back again, the play at the plate. We're allowed to charge him over.
So, do you think if Buster Posey doesn't break his leg, it's still happening?
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
still happening.
I miss that so much.
It's great.
It's the best play in sports.
Basically, baseball
play.
should just be a real-life version of Slugfest, the video game.
Well, I
just
don't think
real life.
You should be able to punch a guy on first base.
No.
Well, no, let's not rule anything out here.
I'm trying to help Rob Manfred right now. He could use these ideas.
But
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to protect the assets.
Yep.
Like Buster Posey doesn't know how to block the plate at that specific time. He goes out for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And bam.
Chase
Everyone
Cotter
suffers.
says baseball needs way more of everything but baseball. A pretty good comment.
not wrong.
Very good statement.
So Olympics, I guess this morning, which spoiler or whatever, that's just the NBC world we live in. Simone Biles,
Whoa.
what?
I'm not going to talk about Vladimir Lavin winning the fucking Taekwondo gold
You
medal.
wanna, if you're going to give out a pick and you're going to brag about it, you want to take a shot and get his name right?
Vladislav Lavin. Is it not him?
It's not Lavin. It's Lauren.
It's close, though. Look at that kick, though.
Yeah,
Good for me.
That's a gold medalist right there.
That's a gold
That's
medalist.
a lot of helmet and mask. Right
I was
there.
thinking the same thing. It's a lot of padding. I mean,
That looks like they put a face a mask of a face on top of a helmet.
I feel like it'd be hard to kick in that chest thing too.
I know. That's why he's a
It's
warrior.
a huge piece.
That's a lot of chest protection.
He wasn't even the favorite either.
Well, he was
He's plus 100. I
plus
thought.
100. He was
Second favorite.
he was right there. I mean, it was even odds.
Yeah.
What was the other guy?
Minus like 120.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I figured.
So in the team competition of the Olympics, the gymnastics, Simone Biles goes off. At first, it's like a medical issue, and then the team comes out and says it was she was going through mental issues, and right there, it's a medical issue. Okay, but and then they were saying it was mental, but she stayed out there and cheered for the team, and Twitter is just going crazy with this. Is she soft? Is she this? Is she that? I don't know. It's whatever. What do you guys
It's
think?
stupid. The whole thing's stupid. She's the best. She's the best gymnastics person anyone ever knows, and she's 24 years old.
She's the greatest of all time.
But the worst thing, and she said it. I mean, she said it on her Instagram, I think, where she was like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like the whole world's on my shoulders because everyone expects me to do so well." And I mean, and people just don't get that. They're like, "Oh, like cry me a river just because you're so good." Like like she's still a person. She still like goes through some shit, and everyone just shut the fuck up and let her do the gymnastics.
You guys ever see the documentary Athlete A?
No, I did not.
It's an incredible documentary. It's about the sexual assault, I guess, convictions towards the USA gymnastics teams when they're growing up.
Yeah.
That aside, the pressure that they put on these kids from like 6 years old
Well, they're not
for
allowed
the
to be
gymnasts.
kids. They're not allowed to be kids.
Exactly. Like whether that was mental or medical or physical or what, she is excused in my mind. She has done everything she needs to do or has done to excel. She's allowed to do whatever she wants.
I think in the larger sense, yeah, that's definitely right. I mean, she is she's put in a lifetime of work and a lifetime of everything, and she is the greatest of all time. And none of her laurels are questioned and everything, but you know, there is a matter of walking away from your team in competition. I don't know that I feel that way, but it's devil's advocate way of looking at things. I mean, if you get to the Super Bowl, Tom Brady walks out on the Bucs, I think he's going to catch a lot of heat. She's going to catch a lot of heat. She's still the greatest of all time.
I do think you have to play devil's advocate a little bit, where it's like,
Yeah.
all right, you're in the public eye. It's like us telling people you can't be mean to us online. It's almost the same thing, but it's like, but if you're just a human being, it's like give the girl a fucking break. You know what I mean?
I tell people they can't be mean to me all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
And then they're just
There's meaner.
much meaner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's the Olympics. You know, you got surfing in the Olympics. I watched that this morning. That guy. Did you see the surfing? They had a typhoon right in time for the surfing. Incredible.
What?
They had a typhoon right in time for the surfing. That made the surfing waves the waves perfect. It was fantastic.
So what happens if like
I love a good
it's
typhoon.
calm?
Huh?
They like bring in a wave pool or something?
That's my question, Smitty. They got surfing as an Olympic sport now. What if they? What about London? What are they going to do in London? What are they going to do in these? What if they had what if they had Montreal as the Olympics? That's hosted the Summer Olympics before. What are they going to do when you don't? Yeah, 1976.
It's a good question.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Don't you
Can I
doubting?
answer the question without being mean?
No. Well, I was trying to think if
TJ,
Montreal hosted Summer Olympics.
1976. I just told you they hosted the Summer Olympics. I'm not Googling. All right, go ahead.
You should. It helps out with trivia.
Just because the Olympics are hosted in one city doesn't mean all the events take place
Well,
there.
no, we all know that.
So they
TJ.
just go where there is waves.
Where are they going to go? If they're in Montreal, where are they going to go?
They could go to the other side of Canada or anywhere. They
They
could
go to
literally
Vancouver
anywhere.
for surfing.
I don't know. Wherever there's waves.
I
Wherever
know
there's
Nova
surfing in
Scotia
Canada.
probably gets it going.
When they did it in Russia, some events were like 400 miles away from the other ones.
Yeah, because they did the Winter Olympics in a beach town.
Yeah, they're gonna do LA Olympics, but they'll probably host events all over the country. They'll probably host events at MetLife.
You're being very mean.
Sorry,
It's okay.
Wait, what? If LA is the Olympic,
it's
Yes,
host
by-
city. That doesn't mean everything's there.
Yes, Biles isn't the GOAT. Can you name another person? There's Olga Corbett. There's Nadia Comaneci. There's Mary Lou
Redden.
see, I couldn't.
There's
Biles is the GOAT.
I couldn't
Yeah.
either, Marty.
Biles is the
Yeah,
GOAT.
no
Shannon
chance.
Miller, Dominic Moscianu,
Gabby Douglas.
Gabby was
Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson. Thank you very much. Yes, I can name a lot. Oksana Bayul was a women's figure skater, so that doesn't count.
That you got that from Blades of Glory.
No, I didn't.
He got a tattoo after her.
Did he? No, I
Great
got
movie.
The Iron Lotus.
Great movie.
She won the
Great movie.
she won the Nancy Kerrigan Tanya Harding Olympics and then got a DUI a couple months later. And
nice.
she might be dead.
Okay.
I hope not.
Hope she's okay.
She great girl. Knew all religions. Dead. Shot herself. Actually, she might be alive.
Shout
I
out
don't
Steve
know.
Mahalik.
Yeah, shout out Steve Mahalik.
Good reference.
Thank you very much.
Knew all religions.
Knew all religions is the best thing to say about anybody. Great guy.
A vast knowledge of many religions.
Knew all religions.
I've never heard
Put it
that.
on the
I've
stream
never heard
somewhere.
before. I like
Dead. Shot himself. It might have happened right. What did you get here? October, November?
that. November 1st.
Probably happened right around when you started. It was in football season last year. Stu, it was one of the early episodes of Advisors. And they're talking about a guy, Steve Mahalik, bodybuilder. And Stu's just going on and
Stu's
on and
close
on.
personal friend.
On and on and on and on about him. And Big Guy's like, oh, we should get him on the show. Dead. Shot himself. Killed himself. In fact, Smitty, hey, TJ, Mintz has never seen that. Can I get that?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I'd like to see
just
it.
the way he said dead.
He was dead.
just-
Shot himself.
like nothing. It was nothing.
The whole thing lasts about, I don't know, a
think
minute,
it's like
maybe
2
a minute and
minutes.
30 seconds. It's some of the best 2 minutes of Barstool since I've been here.
I think
love
it has
so
a
much.
couple million views on Twitter.
It's got it.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh, by the way, so last night, Lydia Jacoby from Alaska wins the gold medal. But here's the thing, and let's go ahead and watch this, and we'll go back to her. We can't hear it.
No, they're a
Oh.
scam.
You pee him out?
You pee them out. You get your nutrients from your food. In reality, it's a total scam. That's why
Are you
pharmacy-
saying all vitamins?
all
are scam?
vitamins, legit. No. Listen, I swear to God, I had Steve Mahalik, which was Mr. America, Mr. Universe. He was my trainer. Okay. The pharmaceutical companies own the world, and he said all vitamins are scams.
Your trainer
Every
for
one of
what?
them. What?
Your trainer for what?
He trained me, bodybuilding and everything.
For
what?
You were
a
fucking
bodybuilder?
5'2".
I ran a 7-minute mile for
What does
10
that do
miles.
with-
I could do
what
500
world-
push-ups,
what is that
500
bodybuilding?
I was
You're
running.
an
I was-
ant. You're a literal ant.
Yeah, but in other words, I was a tiny ant. I was like Bam Bam. You ever see Bam Bam on Flintstones?
Yeah.
So
he's that
I'm Bam Bam, but in a human form.
Actually, the whole thing is funny.
It's incredible.
I really am.
Bam Bam reanimated. Well, no.
Exactly.
Unanimated.
A human
into
Bam Bam.
Human. Into
Right.
human life.
I'm surreal strong, even though I look like an idiot.
Who was the
Yes, sir.
who was the guy who trained you?
Steve
Mahalik.
Steve Mahalik. He was the first person on Diane Sawyer that took steroids.
All my organs were shutting down one by one, piece by piece.
Stu,
He introduced steroids.
This is my favorite part about
Like
Stu.
on Diane Sawyer, like he's like, watch me take his
No. He lost his wife and lost his kids in the whole
it's
revolve.
getting dark. It got
No, but I'm
dark.
saying he was the first to bring
I love
steroids into the East Coast.
What does that have to do with
74,
losing
5,
your
6,
wife?
7.
What does that have to do with losing your wife?
Well, normally when, I don't know, because when you're on steroids, you don't act properly. You have a rage.
He killed her.
No, he didn't kill her. She's still alive. But she lived in my backyard. And,
She was dead.
No. He didn't kill her.
Well, when you lost your wife, that means
No, he lost.
Divorce. You
Yes.
gotta say that. We're
She was
thinking
banging
Chris
the plumber.
Benoit,
And
not
he was
good.
Like, I'm Mr. America. How could she be banging
The
the plumber?
steroids makes your dick not work.
He said no. He said it stayed hard constantly.
The doctor woke me up. He said he saw more blood in a dead person than he saw me being alive.
Nah.
I met Lou Ferrigno. I met Arnold
We got
Schwarzenegger
sidetracked.
That also
through,
someone-
through Steve Mahalik.
someone who says
Chrissy
my
Mahalik.
dick stays hard constantly. That's the biggest lie ever.
I don't know if that's true. The guy was big. He benched like 600 pounds. His dick
absolutely-
was like
Steve
this big.
Mahalik.
I saw him in the gym. I used to
Shame
get,
on me for keep falling for these tricks.
Steve Mahalik.
It's not a trick.
Stu
No,
Feiner
just
is
to
a,
ask
not
you
a
who
trick.
Steve Mahalik is.
he's a
Mahalik. No, Mahalik. Yes.
Mahalik.
He's the greatest bodybuilder.
Sounds like
Mr.
Mahalik,
America, Mr.
like
Universe.
a Jewish thing, like
1974,
Mahalik.
1975.
Stu Feiner is a time machine.
Thank
he
you.
is just living in like the late 80s, early 90s. Steve
Correct.
Mahalik, a legend of the game.
Well
Who doesn't
said.
know Steve Mahalik?
Well said, well done.
Everyone knows him. He was
Yes.
on Diane Sawyer. All right, let's get to some
First guy.
games. Let's get to some games.
I'm not gonna say it.
Steve Mahalik. Let's get Steve Mahalik in the show one day.
He's dead. He killed himself. He shot himself.
You left that part out.
No, he shot him. He killed himself because he was on dialysis. His kidneys, I don't mean to laugh. His kidneys broke down because of all the steroids. That he
When
shot
were you
himself.
going to tell us that part? That feels like the first thing.
Kinda buried
I was
the-
going to tell you when you asked. and
Kind
you
of buried
did.
the leads.
Great TV. Who cares if I'm 0-9? You know what I
Yeah.
do here. I bring the heat.
Killed himself.
Shot himself.
Shot himself.
Whew.
So he did kill his wife and now he's dead.
Oh,
He
my
had a
God.
second wife, and
Steve
then they didn't
Mahalik.
work out, and
Listen.
he shot himself.
Listen, R.I.P. Steve Mahalik. Okay?
Thank you. Exactly.
All right.
He was a great man.
Let's
Knew
respect
all
him.
religions.
Respect him.
Very smart.
Knew all
I love
religions.
that.
He was a great man. Knew all religions.
You all right?
I'd laughed that hard in a while. I feel like a tear as he was there.
Oh, man.
Dude, Stu Feiner, the best.
Yeah, I
He's dead. Shot himself.
killed himself. All right, so
R.I.P. Steve Mahalik.
R.I.P. Steve, great man. Knew all
The
religions.
New All Religions part. I don't know. That's unbelievable.
Good for her. Women's softball lost, by the way. Okay, cool.
Not good.
I seen they didn't they hit a walk up against Japan a couple days ago?
Australia.
No, we lost the gold medal match 2-0 to Japan, I think, right?
Yeah, we beat Australia on the walk-off.
Maybe it was Australia.
That was,
I
that
might
was, a
be
couple, that was over the
confused.
week. I saw
They
that
did
one.
the gold. They softball. They got in a hurry.
It's over?
Yeah,
I mean, if it was a gold medal, yeah.
they're not going to go back
Because,
and
I think
defend
they
it.
play on the same field that baseball does, so baseball hasn't started yet.
Is Tokyo? Japan is a large country. We got one field for this.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but they literally built. I don't know if they don't have softball in Japan. They have a team, but they were playing on a baseball field with the fence pushed in and the bases pushed in.
I did see that. On the
I saw that, but
Gotta
again,
have a softball
but
field.
again,
That's right. Big baseball country.
Yeah.
yes. Again, I'm assuming there are multiple baseball stadiums in Japan.
I would assume so.
So why are we using the same one for softball and baseball at the Olympics?
I'm not sure, but I think baseball starts Thursday.
We have an odd roster. Todd Frazier's
Shout
on our
out Todd
roster.
Frazier.
I'm pretty sure Tyler
Pride-
Austin's on our
Pride
team
of Tom's
too.
River.
Is he?
I think so.
Yep.
Maybe he'll fight somebody. Spark the team.
Tom's River,
Jose
New Jersey.
Batista's playing for Puerto Rico.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Who is?
Batista.
Are they bringing back the World Baseball Classic, or is that a done thing?
I don't know.
I hope not. It was a decent little thing, right? I hope it comes back.
Yeah, I
When do
think
they
it's
do
done.
that every? Hi. Do they do that every 2 years? It was every 2
It was
years.
like
right?
every two or four. But it was
Wasn't
weird. It
four.
had
It-
like Mike Piazza playing for Italy.
Was
It's
it?
like, motherfucker, you grew up in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania.
That's how. Isn't like Mike Toby's playing on another team. I don't know what country. He literally grew up like 10 minutes from me in
Yeah.
Monroe, in New York. He's playing for like some other country in the Olympics
There's
for
a,
basketball.
there's a Monroe,
I don't
New
know how
York.
it works.
Yep, sure is. Sure is, Mincy.
You know, Monroe's a very common name. Louisiana doesn't.
No,
get
I
the
know
home
Monroe's
name.
not the only. I didn't know there was a New York one. I know there was a bunch.
You know, he was president.
Yeah, Jameson, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you Google that?
Shout out to Woodbury Commons.
The what?
Woodbury Commons,
What's that?
biggest outdoor shopping mall in the world. In Monroe, New York.
That's right.
Yep,
Wow. Where is
The
Monroe,
world?
New York?
about 10, 15 minutes from where I grew up.
Oh, I see.
Orange County,
Great outdoor shopping mall.
the best.
There was supposed to be a World Baseball Classic this year. It got postponed because of COVID.
But we'll have it again, right? It's not done.
I haven't said anything, but the 2021.
I
is
like
postponed.
TJ just being our Google.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's what Rico does for Twitter. Like if he doesn't want to look something up, he just says, "Hey, someone get me this."
Yeah.
Uses Siri.
Speaking of, I hope Rico's enjoying his time away. He certainly deserves it. He works a smooth 1 day a week, so good for him. Good for him.
No comment.
How's Bench Mob doing?
Good. Interviewing. We got 3 interviews in our episode dropping today.
Is it is the leftovers from the Arkansas, Alabama, or
No, we got Marcus Zagorowski. We
Yep.
got I don't know how to pronounce his name. Mamu on Seton Hall.
Mhm.
I don't even want to botch it. And Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy's about to get drafted top 20.
Yeah, so the draft is Thursday night, right?
Thursday.
Who's going to go high that you don't think should go high? And why is it Franz Wagner?
I mean, it's definitely Franz Wagner, but there is some Moses Moody is going to go top 10, I think.
Yeah,
which
from Arkansas?
Which I think is pretty. But Franz Wagner, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
How did he get whoever his agent is? Good for him.
I was noticing. So the Rockets are 4, and they love Evan Mobley from USC.
Mhm.
I love Evan Mobley from
I do
USC.
too.
I think
Mobley,
Mobley. I'm sorry, you're right. Evan Mobley from USC. I think he's going to be fantastic. It's a better draft than last year.
Way better than last year.
And there were pretty good rookies this year from the draft. It
Yeah.
ended up being pretty good.
It was
rookies.
only but the thing last year was it was
3
the
guys,
top 3 or 4 guys.
Halliburton's good.
Yeah, but Halliburton just sounds bad. You know what I mean?
It
So you just get lost in Sacramento too.
Yeah, it's just like
Halliburton sounds bad. Well, I mean, there's a company named Halliburton that possibly did some bad things, but go ahead. Yeah.
See, worked out for me.
You know, like Burton snowboards.
But this year, Cade Cunningham's all that's just exciting right there.
He's embracing
Jalen
Detroit too. I like
Suggs.
seeing him embracing Detroit a
I
little
mean,
bit too.
kind of has to.
I think what's
I
going to be
feel like
interesting is the guys who didn't play in college last year.
That's
Like
what
Jalen Green?
the
There's
G
going
League
to be
people
him and
freak me
Kuminga, I
out.
think the
Yeah.
guy's name is.
Yeah.
A couple
Because
G
I
League
have
guys.
no idea about them.
And they're
The
both
G
going
League
top
people.
7 or 8. It seems like.
Do you think more people are going to now just go to college instead of getting paid because they can get paid in college?
Yes.
I think it helps. I think it helps a lot.
It helps. Yeah, it helps. I think that's a good question.
See, we were
Probably,
discussing
yeah.
we were discussing this last week. Like, how low can it go if you can get parental approval before 18? Like, are there going to be people scouting AAU camps and shit?
Oh well, there's high school
Yeah.
guys that have already signed
Yeah.
NIL stuff.
Mikey Williams making $1 million.
But I mean, if there's a 6th grade prodigy, like, what's stopping them from signing on to Nike?
Yeah, honestly, Zion probably would have signed on
Exactly.
at 7. Mac McClung too. When those guys have crazy
Like,
highlight tapes.
What about Arch Manning right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to get fishy if they play college when they already have these endorsement deals for the whole team for everybody. So I mean, it's kind of like a weird. Like, say you're like a Nike athlete, you can't go to an Adidas.
Someone's gonna do
college.
something. One of these players is gonna do something, and the NCAA is gonna make a rule about. They're gonna go as it goes. They're just gonna keep making new rules.
Yeah, it is the Wild West. They got to figure it out right now. They're just letting things happen, and they'll step in when they need to step in, and they'll change rules.
It'll take 8 to 10 years to make a decision.
Also up against the fact that the NCAA is probably about to go away as an organization. I think the SEC and all this conference realignment is for the Power 5 to jump up, and the NCAA makes billions off of what the Power 5 does, and the Power 5 is about to break away from the NCAA. So who knows what rules they'll have. I think that's all happening.
Well, we're basically only talking about football and basketball only.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, fuck, you know, pretty much any other sport because it doesn't bring any money.
But I think without the NCAA, that's just more money for all the schools.
Yeah, what do you think they're going to do? Yeah, what do you think they're going to do? with it?
That's what I'm saying. You're saying they'll be making more money. They'll be able to fund the other teams like sports, no problem.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but what about poor little Ball State?
They're just going to be asked out. They're going to be fucked. NCAA will still be over there.
So there's going to be 12. There's going to be 12 schools basically.
No, there's going to
there'll be
65.
60, yeah.
There'll be 65 at the top level, and then the NCAA will probably have what's left over of the group of 5, and then they'll figure that out. But I think the Power 5 is taking their ball and going home with the money.
But I think some G5s can still work out their own TV deals and still make some money. I think they
BYU certainly could. I mean,
I think some of the the AAC and
Villanova
some of these
basketball certainly
they can still figure it out.
Capitalism.
Well, I just see the NCAA is useless. They could have been the stuff that they're doing. These schools could be doing on their own and getting a bigger slice of the pie.
Of course, the NCAA's been cheating everybody for half a century.
If the NCAA had been a worthwhile organization, if they stepped in, if they made decisions in a timely manner, if they handed down punishments in a timely manner, if they did all these things, if they did any decisions that made sense, if they didn't punish kids for nothing, if they did anything that made sense, they could go along with this boondoggle forever. They could be billionaires just taking in the money. But instead, they're an awful organization. They're terrible leadership. They do things that don't make sense. They take scholarships from this program. They give to it's awful, and they've been terrible, and now they're going to lose their power.
All about the education of the kids, Brandon. Remember that. All about the education.
That's what, and that's kind of the new world. I think the SEC is like, no, it's all about sports. It's all about sports, and we're going to be all about sports, and we're going to make a shit ton of money because of it.
A wise man once said, "We didn't come here to play school."
That's right. That's
Cardale
Jones
sure did.
The NCAA, like, it doesn't affect me, so I don't really care what happens. But like, I do like blaming them for everything. It's a nice little scapegoat every time. Oh, the fucking NCAA.
Roger Goodell.
Yeah, exactly. Is Adam Silver like the only? He's liked, right?
We talked about this.
I don't know.
I think he's liked by the players.
I don't think Adam Silver. He's not nearly as ubiquitous as David Stern was. Like David Stern was like a king of the NBA.
Yeah.
But Adam Silver's kind of there.
Because like I mean the
People
NHL,
hate Manfred.
the NHL guy,
Gary Bettman.
Hate him. Obviously Goodell hate him. And I think Silver's got to be the most liked out of all.
I think Goodell's hatred is a little bit of kind of performance based. It's put on. I think people like respect Goodell.
No, people put up with Goodell because they have no fucking choice.
Yeah.
He legitimately is a dictator.
But he's not like Bettman. Like people think Bettman's just a fucking idiot, and Manfred as well. Manfred's a puppet.
Well, just because isn't it just
Goodell? Goodell is
Goodell's made some pretty like when you think about even just the way the Ray Rice situation's handled and like certain things like that. Like he's done some shit that it's like, guy, what the fuck? Are you doing?
I think hypocrisy exists at that level with Goodell than any other.
He's like the owners love him, right? Because he helps out the owners. That's why he's like always going to be.
That's why he's protected.
He gets paid what, $30 million a year?
Yeah,
he was making 60.
Was he 60?
I think it was at 60, and after some of the stuff happened, I know the Patriot when the Brady suspension obviously happened and all that. There was something with the Cowboys. I know Jerry Jones. They were like fighting for him to not make as much money.
Hit one.
Biblical.
Paint your life. Get a professional hand-painted portrait created from any photo at a truly affordable price. Choose from a team of world-class artists and work with them until every detail is perfect. A user-friendly platform lets you order a custom-made hand-painted portrait in less than 5 minutes. It's a quick and easy process. Get a hand-painted portrait in about 3 weeks total. Send any picture, yourself, children, family, a special place, or even a cherished pet, or combine photos into one painting. At paintyourlife.com, there's no risk. If you don't love the final painting, your money is refunded, guaranteed. And right now, as a limited time offer, get 20% off your painting. That's right, 20% off and free shipping. To get the special offer, text the word CENTRAL to 64000. That's CENTRAL to 64000. Text CENTRAL to 64000. Paint your life. Celebrate the moments that matter most.
All right, Adam Held, if I read your comment, will you stop spamming it in the chat and ruining it for everybody else, you fucking bitch-ass baby? Trista cheated. Got it. You said it. You misspelled her name, but whatever. I read it. Please stop spamming it, you fucking asshole. Okay. I've been told by Za that where's Pete? They can't come in here and fix the phones? Where the fuck
I don't
is
have
Pete?
an answer for you for that.
Where the fuck is Pete and the production guys?
I actually have no idea where
Did you ask for them to come in? And they're not coming in?
Yeah, no. We looked at it. We were here. We looked at it, and it needs some looking at after this place.
He sounds like every like telemarketer or anyone that you ask for help.
Oh.
We're taking a look.
He sounds like a mechanic that doesn't really know what's wrong with your car. We looked at it.
You can't really fix anything while you're using it, you know.
It's kind of true.
So we're still live on air. Once we're done, then we'll fix it.
That was pretty good. You can't fix a moving car.
Yeah. You got to stop, turn it off,
what's
and
wrong
fix
with it. If the cigarette lighter's out, you can figure out.
I don't know.
Yeah, if the radios go, on the wrong channel, you can fix that.
Cigarette? Do they still make cars with cigarette lighters?
Yeah, good question. I guess they don't.
That was 1995.
Yeah, I guess they don't.
Can you back the car out with music blasting?
Yes. You have to turn it down for you.
I need it to be quiet when I'm backing out of a parking spot.
Yeah, no, I can definitely back it out. Although when I parallel park, I might turn it down. Probably.
You need
I'll probably
focus.
Instinctively turn it down. Yeah. Okay. Well, I was really banking on calls here, but Aaron Rodgers. Yesterday, Ian Rappaport reports he is going to play for the Packers. I think we were always headed towards that, but.
Yeah. I don't know about always.
Yeah, but it's kind of like...
I'll be honest. I kind of thought
he was
out.
I
thought he was going to get stingy.
I thought he was out, too.
I thought he was going to be more stingy.
He's the reigning MVP. He was always going to play. I think. I thought that.
I was going to play. I just didn't know for it.
But I do think they made concessions on the contract. I think they'll let him out after this year. But my problem with that, not my problem with it. My question is, you're really going to take a 37-year-old quarterback near the end of his career, and he's got like 3 or 4 good years left, and is it really going to work if you just do one last dance together? Is that going to work?
No, I don't.
I mean, they were close last year.
Close.
I think from their point of view, they're like, we put the ball in Rodgers' hands. Who knows what happens on that 4th and goal?
Yeah, and Devontae Adams is in the last year of his contract. They're kind of probably looking like, hey, we're not going to have the same gusto after this year.
What was with the? Was that a joke? Did I get trolled the Randall Cobb shit?
Yes, that was a joke.
Okay. I mean, I saw people quote tweeting it from here, and I was like, I mean, that's got to be a joke.
That was a joke.
See,
Wasn't it?
That's why I asked.
I didn't see it. With Randall Cobb?
It's like
I didn't see it.
That's a guy who exists.
Why are you looking at me?
No, I was just looking at you.
He used to be good.
He did. Did he play for the Cowboys last?
Texans. He was on the Texans too.
Oh, here's a Texans question for you, Brandon Walker.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is
from Trey.
Okay. All right,
that's from a legit. I mean, that's Trey Wingo.
Trey Wingo.
All right, go ahead.
So Deshaun Watson obviously wants out. There are rumors and speculation coming out of Philly that the Eagles are going to try to do everything within reason to get him.
Right.
I mean, scumbags. So yeah.
Well, I mean, accusations.
Correct.
Assuming the awful accusations are not criminal and he gets no suspension, would you do it?
So
which that's a huge if.
My voice keeps going out. So you're an Eagles fan.
Correct.
The other team discussed in this is the Dolphins. The Dolphins and the Eagles are two teams that are probably leading that discussion.
The report was if he goes anywhere, it's 90% to the Eagles.
Well, who reported that?
Howard Eskin, who's a
Is he an Eagle?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
an Eagle.
Yeah,
And he's not Bob Nightingale. He's generally, in
That's
the
fine.
know.
That's fine. But Eagles are the Dolphins are also in this mix.
Yes.
And I have talked myself into that same place you are. Like, hey, it's a civil thing. Nothing's criminal yet. We'll see. But, yeah, I think the Eagles or the Dolphins will have Deshaun Watson very, very soon. So you're going to have to make that decision if you're okay with it as a fan, because I think that's happening.
See, as a fan, I kind of
You can't go into the future with Jalen Hurts as your quarterback.
No,
you can't do it.
you can't. And franchise quarterbacks or a dime a dozen. But it's also you're also giving up everything to rebuild to get him. So once he gets there, what the fuck are you gonna do with him for 4 years?
Well, I think realistically, the Texans just aren't going to get their asking price. That can't happen. They're just going to have to hold on to a depreciating asset that doesn't want to play there until they back off. They're not getting 3 first-round picks. They're not getting 2 starters, period. They're just not doing it. The Dolphins could probably do 2 first-round picks, but the Texans have to look up and see what we thought we had at first has been sullied and marred, and the Eagles and Dolphins will eventually get him at a more of a realistic price than they would have had to give up 6 months ago before all this happened.
See, I agree, but I also think it will be at least 2 or 3 first-round picks.
Well, that's just the cost of doing business, though. I mean, that's at the end of the day, those 2 first-round picks versus the value a true franchise quarterback gives you. The
way the Eagles draft, yeah, give them the entire fucking 2017, 2019 drafts.
Well, yeah, but you did just get the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, who I think is going to be a good professional football player. So
I said 2017, 2019.
I know you did, but you did. If you're going to hate on their drafts, let's bring in their most recent ones too. I thought that was a pretty good draft this year.
I thought the first and second rounders were fair. Yes.
The Philly fans are a big draft. Go back to the draft. Every time DK Metcalf catches a ball, Smitty brings him up.
Jalen Reagor, is that who you took?
Well, yeah, and then then you have picks like Jalen Reagor, who you pick because you passed up on DK Metcalf or JJ Arthur-Whiteside the year before. You had to pick a wide receiver, and then fucking you have Justin Jefferson right on your dick, ready to fucking splash, and you choose Jalen Reagor with the Minnesota Vikings front office laughing in your face. That's what pisses me off.
I feel like I'm
and
right
you're
back
forced,
in the Philly house.
And you're forced to take a wide receiver again 3 years in a row.
See, that one is fine because that one just clearly, they just took the wrong guy. It's the Metcalf one that people love to point at because I've brought it up many times. Everyone has. Every single team passed on him.
Every single team passed on him, but the Eagles were within 10 picks of him.
Actually, twice. He was the end of the second round.
But the point is, the Eagles were within 10 picks of him and did not take him and chose another wide receiver. Yeah, you can take a center there and be like, oh, yeah, you passed.
I don't know how they took Reagor over Jefferson. I watched that, and when it went down,
overthinking.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I watched every minute of that 2019 LSU. And I think there was plenty of evidence.
Daniel Jones looks strong. Did you see him?
I did see
his pecs. They look good. He's locked in this year.
What are we talking about?
This is the year.
Daniel Jones
We're
looks
talking
good.
Football. We're talking NFCs.
Yeah,
football.
by October 1st, you guys are going to hate Daniel Jones.
No, I'm not.
Depends how he plays.
I actually think I'm going to love him. I really do.
Galladay
Has
could
he,
help him
has,
out a
he,
lot.
has he been over to our boy's place yet in Hoboken?
No,
No,
he's
because
at
he's
Gem.
focused.
He was at the Gem Saloon
Okay.
though.
Was he?
Yeah.
That was like a month or two ago.
He shouldn't be at the Gem Saloon.
He's a regular guy.
We don't go to the Gem Saloon anymore.
No.
All right. Calls would have been great here. We can go ahead and dive into picks, and then we'll salvage this fiasco in a minute. Big Ev, you continue to lead the way. By the way, I didn't even notice Rico giving 6 picks yesterday. The motherfucker went 0 for 6.
Yeah, it would be wrong to not talk about it.
I went 0 for 3, and thank
I went
God he
I
was
went
here.
1 and 3, and you went took the stain.
I said it to Marty on the way in. Rico knows I love him. He always burns himself when he does these first half in games. He did it for the women's basketball team. I just feel like that's how you get killed. They get in these first half in games.
Brandon and I
Tough.
talked about that last year. Whenever you have like one game, it's like a Monday night, and you do props, and you just like if you like whiff them all,
Right, yeah.
you just go
You
and
try to double up for the big hit, and then you end up getting smoked.
When you get married to an idea, you need to keep that idea to where it's going to hurt you once, not hurt you 4 times.
Exactly.
And when you get on these, the national championship game was a good example. Actually, I won that one. The Super Bowl was a good example. I had the main premise wrong, which I thought the Chiefs were going to win, and every prop, every other thing I laid was in support of that, and I was fucked. I was
Yeah,
immediately
that's
fucked.
usually what happens.
Yeah, turns out we're not actually good gamblers or smart at sports
Sometimes.
or life. Big Av, what you got? It's just baseball today.
My stats might beg to differ, Brandon.
Okay, all right. No, wait. You're on a couple-month hot streak.
But I'm saying that's like
You're on a
if I
couple month hot streak.
I'm just under 10 units. Say if I get a
You're
plus
kidding.
10 units this month, 3 months in a row plus 10 units. That's a quarter.
You're fucking yourself come football season.
You're
brother.
also.
I know I am.
Yeah, you're.
Someone said that to me the other
You're
day.
flying too close to the
right
sun.
now.
I know I am because someone said that to me in my mentions the other day that he was like last year you did good in college football. He was like now you're going to suck this year in college
You
football.
need to be
You did good in
flying
baseball.
around average right now.
I know I hate it, but I love it because I'm just winning and it's fucking awesome.
All right, go
It
ahead.
isn't bad to win.
I enjoy winning.
I got all dogs today. I got the Orioles money line.
See, Marty.
Yep.
He's getting confidence. He's going all.
Because I've been hitting these dogs.
No,
That's
yeah,
why.
exactly. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. And I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna do it to you.
No,
I'll
do
in my
it. You
head.
have to now.
Well, I mean, you're just from this day on, you're gonna be negative for at least 2 months.
Wow.
Probably.
What a pox.
I mean,
A pox on your mouth.
that card is not you. And I know you. That is not you.
What do you mean
That
it's
is
not
not the double vodka Don. I know that there's
But like
a plus.
Orioles money line plus money is
He
a
always
game
takes
that
the
I
Orioles.
take like a
Ev
decent
takes the
amount.
Orioles a lot.
I've been a
I
guy
know,
that's been on
Orioles,
the Giants.
No, I know. Just,
I'm on the Mariners today because last night unreal. That was a game I turned it off. They were down 7-0
In the first?
I wake up, they win 11-8 plus 160.
and when does that happen? Never.
They were 30.
hot.
They were
You-
they were
you-
35-1 on the money line at one point
I
last
know.
night.
I
I'm
know.
saying that's a game when you win a game like that for me and I wake up to a plus 160 winner. I'm betting on you again.
No, I agree with that.
I don't care if you lose.
I
I'm
agree with
up
that.
on you.
All right, those were your picks.
So
Did
the
you
Orioles,
go through 'em?
Orioles,
No.
Nationals, Giants at home against the Dodgers and the Mariners. Those are the picks.
Marty Mush, why don't you go second?
I have the Brewers. I have the Phillies. I have the Yankees. I think Montgomery pitched well last time.
Yeah.
And what's his name? I can't even pronounce this guy's
McClanahan.
McClanahan. This is a Yankees like you have to win the game. It's so sad to say they have
We
to
just
win.
always play like shit in Tampa though.
Always play like shit in Tampa. And then I got the Cardinals.
All right.
I love the Cardinals for some reason. I'm like
been on
that's
the
like
I hate the Cardinals.
I'm like addicted to betting on them.
Before we
Let's
get
go.
to
Goldschmidt and Arenado.
I keep thinking like, yeah, wait, they got both
and
of them?
O'Neal's a stud too.
Yeah.
before we get to Mince's picks, Smitty, did Trista cheat last night?
That's up for the.
You're such a
judge and
cock.
jury to
Fucking say it. I say it every time. See, I'm the one that looks like an asshole because I'll actually say it.
Well, she's the one bringing you into things because she said that you bring her up unprovoked.
I don't know
and
when that's
use her
ever
for
happened.
content.
This is provoked. She cheated on trivia.
Your
we
show.
We have a great show. Jeff works his ass off, and then somebody just shows up and Googles and cheats the whole fucking thing. She cheated. She cheated.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and say she cheated,
God
but
damn it.
somebody...
You're such a pussy. Say it.
A commenter did say that Chubba Hubbard, how she said it, it's like yelling out Woods and then tie her, or James, and then the burn.
You know what's funny about
LeBron James.
You know what's funny about the trivia crowd? Like usually the trivia, like our fans, like they like the nonsense, the bits, or like the
trivia
funny.
crowd, no
if
nonsense.
if you don't just answer the question or try and do it correctly, they hate you.
Dude, I used to host trivia nights like on a very consistent basis, and trivia crowds are fucking
They're nuts.
tough.
Yeah.
Smitty, did Trista cheat?
You know,
Have you talked to CBS? I haven't seen anything.
CBS is well aware of everything, and he has tweeted out a couple things. But he released a poll actually. Right now.
He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been active.
Can we get this tweet up?
You can literally hear the typing in the background. Yeah, can you get the poll up, TJ? CBS put a poll out. I think it's a pretty scientific way to evaluate things.
Unbiased official poll. Did Tristan Crick cheat in Team Minahan's dozen match against Uptown Balls? Giannis will never win. Suns in 4. Harden to the Sixers 8 units. How's the voting going? Let's vote for one.
Yeah, let's click one.
Yeah,
Let's
click on
click
Suns
one.
in 4.
All right.
So 8 units.
eight
is up.
units.
is a big one.
I love that Clickbait Smith's verified.
I mean, that
760
CBS
I'm
is
not.
what a
I'm
menace.
still not.
What a
There's
menace.
765 pieces of shit that voted in that poll. And then just said, yeah, I'll vote.
I just tossed a vote in there.
Smitty. Smitty, did Tristan Crick cheat last night?
I mean, we'll leave it up to the evidence and the union rep, David Williams. We opened.
He's not the union rep. Why are we elect a cheater to represent
Williams.
cheaters?
Don't look at me. Look at how the system is run.
This motherfucker, by the way, whatever. This motherfucker showed up to Northwestern thinking, oh, this is going to be spicy.
In front of just a random TV.
Just a random TV.
Yeah, you think after he said he's going to Northwestern, be like actually at the podium, like make it official, a green
guys have
screen
a
or
TV?
something.
And he's asking the guy next to him for the words for him to say. Like, he had all night to think about it.
All right, Mintz, go ahead. Hold on. Do you think, Mintz, did Trista cheat in trivia last night?
Yes.
Oh, see, Smitty?
Yes.
This is a man.
Okay.
We're from the South.
Yes, just the thing that gave it away to me is on the thing that really stood out was the tractor trailer question about the dirt trade. She said she looks at something and says, "Oh," she goes, "It is," and then gives his answer. Like if you're going to say it is, you're looking at something that you verified and then gave the answer. That was the point that I could. That was the one I really.
All right, give us your picks.
All right, and then I got to get the side.
You want to do the ad first?
Okay.
Do the
I
ad
gotta
first.
go do an
TJ's
interview,
actually running the show.
so I love you
before
guys.
you go, did Trista cheat in trivia last night?
Yeah, I told you when she laughed at Chuba because I laughed at Chuba on the first time I heard it.
And then
too.
also, there's no way she knew the 1953 Secretary of State.
She didn't know the 2021 secretary.
I don't either.
Tommy did ask me this morning saying, can you please name the Heisman finalists from last year?
From last year, crickets.
All right, go have your interview.
Crickets, nice one, Crick. All right.
Didn't even mean to do
That wasn't on purpose at all, by the way.
Yeah, no, that was a nice one.
on
though.
purpose.
Ipvanish is a virtual private network, a VPN for short. A VPN is a super important tool that helps you safely browse the internet. You can use a VPN on your computers, tablets, phones, even things like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. When you use a VPN, all your data is encrypted. What you're reading, what you're searching, and what you're watching is all protected. If you care about the security of your online activity, the easiest way to protect yourself is with the Ipvanish VPN. Rated 4.7 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot, Ipvanish provides an encrypted connection for all of your internet traffic, helping to prevent websites, Wi-Fi providers, and even hackers from intercepting your data. You can help keep your financial details, personal information, and online activity safe from threats with Ipvanish. Get started with this limited time offer and save a whopping 65% off monthly and annual subscriptions by going to ipvanish.com/central. One more time, that's ipvanish.com/central for 65% off monthly and annual subscriptions.
Big F, question before we get to Mince's picks. Did Trista Crick cheat in trivia last night?
I need to review all the tapes from what I've seen, from what I've gathered. Yeah, she definitely did.
This is a
without question
huge test of which men in this office have testicles and integrity, and you've came through at the end. Za. Did Trista Crick cheat in trivia last night?
I'm yet to actually see the footage.
I watched a lot.
TJ, did Trista Crick cheat in trivia last night?
I think so.
All right. Let's go with your picks.
All right, we've got a few picks here today. I took some underdogs. I took the Cardinals as well. I took the Yankees plus 128, getting a good price against the Rays. The A's are plus 132 against Paddock. I went Oakland over 3.5 runs. I've been getting burned on that Oakland over runs thing. Maybe I've gone to the well too much with it. I've got over 10 in the Nationals Phillies because it's a weaker pitching matchup. And we've got a promo on the sports book this week. We're adding $25,000. There's 25 1K winners for hitting $25 long shot bets. So I did a 3-team parlay with St. Louis, the Yankees, and Oakland as my long shot for that promotion. But hey, 25 people are getting $3,000. That's pretty cool on the long ball promotion.
That Phillies Nats over. That's a good one.
It's up to 10.5 now.
It's up to 10.5
I saw
now.
it went up.
Oh,
yeah.
The bet with Smitty today is Phillies and
guess Smitty's going
the over there. That's it. I just have one.
Hey, I got
last night. Don't worry about it.
I got a bet for you to look at.
Sure.
I looked on the Barstool Sportsbook app today.
Mm-hmm.
Phillies are currently plus 375 to win the NL East.
Yeah, we had it boosted at plus 800 a couple weeks ago, and now it was plus 400. We had a boost last week. We'll bring back a boost again.
I just think the Mets are coming. The Mets aren't going to take this thing wire to wire.
The Phillies,
somebody's catching them.
The Phillies can't break away. And hopefully the trade deadline, they tread water until the 31st, which is next week. They get a player or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 that really puts them over the hump, name in the pen. Byron Buxton is rumored to be going to Philly, which is outrageous. He is way too good to be on the trade block, let alone come to Philly. Chris Bryant's also, it's cooled down a little bit, but
how many
like him,
bunch of the Cubs, huh?
Yeah, but to Philly, it might be tough. And it's also be interesting to see who the Mets get. Braves, though, giving up, 3 runs in the last 2 games and are 1-2?
Yeah.
Woo, baby. And that's with Freddie Freeman being hot.
Yeah. All right, and that's why I have on my card Mets Braves under 8.5 because these teams are just not lighting things on fire right now. Mets Braves under 8.5. Brewers minus 1.5 plus 114. Yankees money line. I also love the Yankees today. Love it, and plus the line is moving. I like Tigers money line as well. I like the Tigers to win, and I'd love to be able to remember off the top of my head who they're playing, but I love the Tigers to win. Thank you very much.
They lost game 1 last night.
They're on the road to play the Twins. Yes, Tigers money line. Those are my 4 picks.
This is the most underdogs I've seen all of us take.
I'm just limping to the finish here, trying to get to football. I'm just begging for football, begging for college football, and we're less than a month away from a college football game. August 24th, right? That's the first one. No, 27th. Wait,
I
is
thought
28th?
it was the 30th.
Is it 30th?
29th, I don't know.
Who's kicking it off?
Week 0, Nebraska, Illinois play in week 0.
There's
Hawaii, UCLA play.
Hawaii,
yeah, they play in week 0.
I know, Brandon, I know you've been doing a lot of intense college football research. I've been getting into it, too, because I've got to get my good name back after what happened in Omaha. I've got a lot of questions about the Auburn-Harsin thing.
It is weird.
I mean, he wasn't really that good at Boise. He's supposed to be a quarterback developer.
They fired Gus Malzahn to hire Gus Malzahn Jr. That's who they hired.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the more I did a bunch of Auburn research, and the more and more I look at, the more and more I don't.
And another one that UCF has 10, 11 win talent. They hired a guy who couldn't win at Auburn. They hired a guy who has a high school offense for Dylan Gabriel, who's one of the best throwers of the ball in the country. What's that going to do?
The only thing, he just has that track record of winning early.
He has a track record of winning early,
a couple times.
But he's got a classic drop back quarterback. He's never done well with those guys ever.
No, it's fair.
And they left Jeff Lebby in Oxford, and I'm very thankful.
Yeah,
for that,
yeah, and
that was the guy they should
UCF
hire.
does not make UCF and Malzahn long term might make sense. Maybe he builds what he wants, but as far as this year. They're going to have a Heisman caliber quarterback with a junior high offense, an offense that's built on power and all that. And it's just going to be weird. I don't understand how that's going to work out. A lot of college football I could just talk and oh wow, Dave's in Arizona. Look at that.
Bear down.
Look at that. That's interesting.
In Tucson.
Huh. All right, so that's Pick Central. The Yak is up next. I've never had to pee this bad in my life. Also, watch The Dozen. It's a great show. Hopefully, any cheaters are never on the show again. They're banned because Tristan Crick cheated last night on The Dozen. Period. Brandon Walker said that. All right, that's it.